Good morning, everyone. Hillbilly Jill here with North Texas Vegetable Gardening, canning, recipes, a little bit of everything. Ooh, look at that fog. It is probably about 38 degrees this morning, and we are expecting a winter storm this evening, maybe up to 2 inches of ice and snow. So what's on our agenda today? I'm going to make a hearty beef stew. Stay tuned. Okay, folks, we're ready to get started on our beef stew, and there's nothing better to eat than a hearty beef stew. So let's get going. We're starting off with 1 1/4 pound of stew beef cut into 1-inch pieces, 3 tablespoons of all-purpose flour, 2 teaspoons of olive oil, 2 cloves of garlic minced, 2 cups of organic beef stock, 2 large onions, 1 bay leaf, 1/8 of a teaspoon of some rosemary. We have 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. We have 2 cups of carrots. We have 2 medium potatoes cut into 2-inch pieces. And we have 1 large turnip. Turnips are optional. You do not have to add them to them. We are adding it to our stew because, again, we want a hearty beef stew, but we grew these. And we try to use everything that we grow in something. And so this is going to flavor it up. And we have 1/4 cup of water. Let's get started. Okay, to start out, we've got our olive oil in a 6-quart Dutch oven or pan, and we have taken our beef and we have salt and peppered it, whatever seasoning you want, and then we've tossed it in about maybe a tablespoon and a half of flour. This is on medium-high heat. You want it to be pretty hot when you start doing this. After I get this started, something else I'm going to do is we went to Sprouts yesterday and we picked up some pumpkin seeds. Now these are good to eat just as they are, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to roast them, and if you want to know how to do that, go back and look at my video for roasting pumpkin seeds, and I'll tell you why you want to do that right now. We're in the middle of flu and cold season here, and it's pretty bad. And pumpkin seeds not only have protein, which I was very surprised, but they're full of zinc. So go back and look at that video. Make your family some pumpkin seeds and get on them. Okay, now we're going to add our garlic. And we're only going to do this for about 1 minute. Okay, we've cooked the garlic and the meat together for about a minute. Now we're going to add our stock. Yes. Our rosemary. Our black pepper. And our bay leaf. We're going to bring this up to a boil. And that stuff that was on the bottom of the pan now is starting to break up, and it's going to become part of our stew. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Okay, you can see we got it up to boiling. We're going to kick it down on low, and we're going to let it simmer for 1.5 hours, covered. Well, my stew's in there simmering. I got all my cuttings and all my shavings, and I'm bringing it out here to Miss Chicken. We've had Miss Chicken for about 9 years. We started off with 24 chickens in our coop, and they have all passed away from old age, nothing else. And Miss Chicken is 9 years old, and we're going to keep her going as long as we can. Let's get her fed. I don't know if you can see her in there, but she's right up under, oh, there she is. She's right up under her heat lamp, and that's where she likes to be. She'll come on down and eat when she's ready, but that's my beloved Miss Chicken. Miss Chicken, you stay warm. Oh, she said hello. Can you say hello, Miss Chicken? She sure did. All right, you stay warm, girl. We got you some food and water out. See you soon. Okay, we've let our stock and our beef and our garlic cook for 1.5 hours. Now we're going to add our potatoes, carrots, and turnips. Here's our carrots. And don't forget the onions as well. Stir this up really, really good. Here comes our turnips. And you know what? I didn't know if I was going to like turnips, but I grew them for the first time this year. And let me tell you something. They are quite delicious. And I may go ahead, since I added the turnips and the recipe didn't really call for it, I'm going to add some more organic beef broth. Again, we want this to be hearty and beefy. And we want it to be delicious. This is going to be so good tonight when that cold front comes in. We're going to kick this up to about medium for now, and then we'll turn it back down once it gets cooking, and we're going to cook it for 30 minutes. And then we're going to discard the bay leaf. Is it heating up? Looks like old Hillbilly Jilly may be buying herself a new stove real soon. Doesn't that look delicious? Okay, I have all my vegetables added, and I've got it up to a boiling, and now I'm going to put a lid on it, and I'm going to let it simmer for about 30 minutes. I still have my half a cup of water and the remainder 2 tablespoons of flour, and this is going to be the last thing we add, and that's what's going to use to thicken it up. Whew, that smells so good, and I'm so eager to dig in. Okay, you can see our potatoes are starting to get done, and our carrots, and so I've turned it down to low. I'm going to get rid of the bay leaf right now, because we're done with this baby. And now we're going to add our flour and water. But before we add our flour and water, we're going to mix it up in a bowl and make sure that it has blended very well. Okay, so we're whisking our flour and water together. We want it to be blended, and we don't want it to be lumpy or chunky or anything like that, because this is going to be our thickening agent for our stew. I think that looks pretty good. So let's stir this in. Oh, wow. That, my friends, is going to be, as I promised, a hearty beef stew. And this is going to make about 8 to 10 servings. I'm going to add a little bit of salt to it. And we use the pink Himalayan salt. And it's the best stuff for you. It has so many minerals and vitamins in it. This is going to be a great dinner for us tonight. Oh my goodness. Here you go, folks. Talk about a hearty beef stew. This is absolutely delicious. We appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, we ask that you click the like button and that you share to your friends. And then we also ask that you subscribe to our channel. We have lots more great recipes to share with you all, and we appreciate you. Take care, God bless, and stay warm.